Now I'm hell-bent to find my way back to you, 'cause I'm selfish and you have everything I want, so I'll be relentless. I'll do anything to make you mine, make you mine. Now you're gonna do something you
Make it
regret.
mine. Make it
Make it
mine.
mine, mine. That was Hellbent by Naomi Scott from her album Fig, which Maggie has yet to listen to despite me recommending it for a week now. But that's okay because she's been going through it with, life. So I respect and accept it and I forgive her, but I will
Oh.
put you on blast. Because it's what I do.
I will troll you.
But I will make fun of you. But
But
no.
what you won't do. But what you will do. But what you won't. Wait, what did Phaedra say? But what you will know is your
You don't know if
your baby's father needed $5
to buy a medium-sized pizza.
pizza.
It was a long rant.
So you can have a baby. So take that to the bank.
Bitch.
ah.
What a time. But hey, y'all, what's up? Oh, yes.
Hey, y'all. I'm Maggie.
I'm Brandon. Welcome to the Shade of It All. As you were saying, Maggie.
Thank you for the, I didn't even have to explain myself. You did it all for me. Thank you for wrapping that nicely in a bow. I have been going through it this week. So thank you for understanding. However, if we're being honest, I probably wouldn't have done it anyway. But maybe I will now, since you've been so gracious and just so kind and just you're just so nice and forgiving and considerate and compassionate,
You know, Maggie.
So maybe that would inspire me to change my ways, maybe.
I have often seen myself as an inspiration to many people. So for you to vocalize these words on this podcast, on this platform, in front of this microphone, I do feel as though although I'm thankful, I'm thinking it's about time. My patience was running thin.
What have I done? I've made a monster.
You have. But you know what? Me being a Leo and the youngest, the monster was there. You just woke it up.
You know what's so interesting?
Mm-hmm.
I am also a Leo.
Yes.
And you say the youngest, I'm that much older than you, awful person.
Well, no, youngest sibling.
I'm the youngest sibling too. Do you?
But now that you're pointing it out, yes, we are. I am younger than you.
You said I'm the youngest and I'm a Leo, as if I'm not the youngest and I'm not a Leo.
I did know you have two older brothers, correct?
Yes, so do you.
I have two older brothers as well.
I'm aware.
Well, what are their names?
My brother's names?
Mine.
Oh, yours? Oh. You are the B. They have D's. Desmond and Damon? Wait, Damon?
Damon is right.
Damien? No.
It's Damon.
It's a D. Oh, Daniel. Why did I say Desmond? At least I got one. Daniel and Desmond? No, I mean Daniel and Damien.
Daniel and Damon.
I think Desmond is a good one. Would you have been Desmond?
I almost was Dante.
Dante! It's fly as fuck! Brent, oh my god. In the comments, tell us. Brandon looks like a fucking Dante. You do! You sophisticated man. Yes! Yes!
Dante Lord does sound like a comic book character or something, or like a James Bond character.
Mm-hmm. Like somebody with special secret abilities.
Mm-hmm.
This is what? Funny.
That's one more gripe I need to add to my list to tell my parents. So perfect. Hey, I'm seeing them tomorrow for my father's birthday. I will put them on blast at his birthday dinner, and I will say, you failed me in these ways, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Let me make this about me.
But yes, like Brandon said, I had a weird week. So if you have been here for a long time, once upon a time, I broke my toe.
Oh, yes.
It was a very long time ago. Very long time. And I like to say that I'm not accident prone, but now I'm starting to think maybe I am. Granted, I broke my toe maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. It was a while
ago at this point.
Yeah. It was right when we started, actually.
Mm-hmm. Or at least close to it. It's
Wait,
been a
our
minute.
anniversary just passed as well.
It did. 2 years was in February, I think,
Oh, so then
or
yeah, 2 years
March.
was in February. So then yeah, I broke my toe like about 2 years ago. Anyway, as you may have heard, we haven't talked about it a lot, but I'm starting roller derby. I'm trying to do all the things. And I kind of fell into it. Somebody was like, "You should join roller derby with me," and then she stopped doing it, and I had already bought gear, so I was like, "I guess I'm doing roller
I guess I'm
derby.
stuck.
I guess I have to at least like get try it, at
Yeah.
least feel like I tried before I quit." And I'm a very scared derbier, okay? I don't play people like some people who are in my like training program because they just teach us all the skills. Some people they're like, "Oh, do this," and they just do it. Me, I'm always cautious with what I do because I'm not trying to hurt myself. Well, to this week that failed me because I was at derby practice and we were doing, ironically, a falling drill to get comfortable falling down and know what to do when you fall and like how to fall properly, right? So when we fall, we turtle. You tuck in your elbows and your knees, you tuck in your fingers so that people don't roll over them.
Mind you, Maggie
Yes.
also recommended they do this falling drill.
I did. This was my idea, and the trainer of the day was like, "Okay." So we're on the third rep of this falling drill. And there's a person behind me, and they are very tall and they go very fast. They're one of those people who every drill they just send it. They're like flying all the time. And we're going around the rink to do this drill, which we don't typically do. So that was also throwing me off. Anyway, we're doing this drill in a circle. This person is behind me, and they blow the whistle for us to fall. Now, this person is flying behind me. So I say to myself, let me check where they are before I fall in front of them. I don't want them to roll over me or hit me. That'd be bad, right? And so I do what you're not supposed to do. I guess I stood up like because my knees are usually bent when I'm skating. I stand all the way up and I turn my head back to look at this person. And in leaning back and turning my head back, I fall backwards and I slammed my head on the ground. I have a helmet on, but I felt my brain bounce.
Mm.
I definitely did like a little dribble. Like it was like a boom boom, like a dukka dukka.
Oh,
Yeah. And so I'm like being myself. So I'm laughing and I'm like, oh my God. And
I
then
can't believe this just happened.
the person who and I'm not gonna blame them. They didn't cause it. It was me. I was like being scared of them and trying to avoid them. I hurt myself. And so they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but my head hurt. Like I felt I felt like somebody just shook my brain. And so they're like, "Did you hit your head?" And I was like, "Yeah." And every practice has a medic.
Mm.
That should have been a sign for me that every practice has a medic. Like, is this a sport you want to do?
Well,
Every
it's an intense sport, I could imagine.
Yeah, so it's a good thing there's a medic at every practice.
Yeah.
And the medic was like, "Okay, let's do the concussion protocol or whatever." And they're like, are you nauseous? Blah, blah, blah. No, not all that bad stuff. They're like, "Okay, we're going to tell you 3 words. Remember them." And so then they do this. They like wave their hand in my face. They like check if I'm dizzy. Then they ask me for the words and I couldn't remember them. And not all of them. I remembered two. I just didn't remember the third. And then they're like, "Is that normal?" And I guess it is in hindsight. But I said, "I don't know." But in hindsight, I think that is normal because I forget a lot of stuff,
True.
as we've noticed. I think everybody would agree.
Oh.
And so it just felt like I hit my head, and I was like, "Oh, I'm probably fine." But then my head just started to hurt, and so long story short, I have a very minor concussion that's mostly healed now, I think. Because with
Hmm.
concussions, you can't really do anything except like try to use, try to not strain your brain.
Yeah.
And then like sit in the dark and stuff. So that was Sunday. Today's Thursday. I'm feeling better, but definitely a weird week. So I texted Brandon Tuesday and I was like, "So I have a minor concussion." He's like, "Oh my God, Maggie."
Be safe. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Everybody this week, like, "Magdala, what are you doing?" "Oh my God, what?" "You're right. You good, sis?"
You're like,
Yes, I just
yes, I
do hard
have to
things.
derby. I have to
I have to.
rollerblade.
I have to because I bought more gear. Like last week, I bought more gear.
I'm committed. But you know what? It's good that you're getting better and you're taking a break because you're not going to practice today. You're
Yeah.
letting yourself truly like heal more,
Yeah,
which
and
is
the break
good.
has been nice. I've been like just coming home and going to sleep early and sitting in the dark and reading books. So it's been nice.
I love that.
Um,
That sounds peaceful.
it kind of has been refreshing.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe I needed a break.
You're like, I like the change of pace. It took a concussion to get me to relax, but
I
hey,
like to break.
I like breaking.
How was your
Uh,
week? Was it normal?
it
Anything out
was
of the ordinary or just an average?
just an average work week of
Yeah.
working, getting annoyed of working, hating working, getting annoyed with everybody, working. And yeah, it's a pretty typical week, nothing crazy. So alas, no concussions. So
No
that's a win.
concussions. That's a win. A win is a win.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing extraordinary, which, it's kind of my one coworker asked me, she was like, anything new with you? And I was just like, no. And that made me sad.
Oh,
I was
you're
like,
like, I want new things.
I need new things. And I'm like, I'm going to Colorado in July. That's exciting. I'm seeing
It
Olivia
is
Dean.
exciting. It is exciting. Aw, Brandon.
It is,
Is
but
there something on your list that you've been wanting to do that you could just start doing? Like a hobby or something to try or another place to go?
not yet. I should really think though. Because at one
Yeah.
point there was, I need to brainstorm and think like what I need to do and things like that.
I guess this would be considered a hobby.
This is always nice, but I didn't feel
Yeah.
like talking to her about the podcast that she knows exists but I don't really like her like that, so I'm not trying.
No, I just mean that you have hobbies, but maybe you could get another one.
Yeah, true. Exactly. Great point,
I
Maggie.
could see you playing the guitar or the ukulele or something.
The ukulele. At
Or
one point,
or
I almost taught myself the piano. It's a
the
lot to remember
piano.
an instrument.
Oh my God, learning an instrument as an adult? Ugh,
I'm
it's
like,
tough.
a lot of brain power.
But it could be still fun, and it is possible.
It could be. I need to look into things. I know Gia has talked about like ballroom dance lessons because we love Dancing
Ooh.
with the Stars, which shout out to Sierra Miller. She's going to
Yes,
be on
ma'am.
season 35 of Dancing with the Stars, as well as Maura Higgins.
With Maura Higgins. She's going to be thinking so
I
much.
think I can't do this jive.
I
Uh,
don't think this is for me. I no, we
uh,
stand Maura. We love Maura.
And we
And
love
after
Sierra down. So y'all know. You already
yes,
know.
you already know. That goes without saying. But
Hmm
I love that for Maura, especially since Rob played her on TV. I'm like, this is your moment, Maura.
hmm
Don't let that man ruin you.
I don't want you to win because I want Sierra to win, but I'd love for you to make it far to the finals.
Get very
So
far, Maura. Get the
very far.
farthest.
Get second, but to Sierra.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I really feel like Sierra's gonna surprise us and just be like fucking amazing, like Whitney was. Granted, I
I
didn't watch. I just
really
heard
think
that
so
Whitney was
too.
good.
Whitney was amazing. I think so too. I think she's gonna do great. But yeah, Gia has talked about that. I don't know how expensive it is though, but maybe we can look more into it because it would be fun.
Yeah, just look into it. My cousin actually did that. And they
Um,
had like a course that was like a couple weeks long. It wasn't forever.
oh yeah, that's not
But you
bad.
learned different types of. I think they did salsa.
Oh, nice, nice.
I can see
Okay.
you. Brandon likes to dance. Yes.
Like to dance.
Yes, Brandon.
Oh. I can't. Oh, so before we get to the episode, let's talk about a little Sierra's Glamour article that she recently did.
Glamour, cause she's glamorous.
She is G L
L.
A
I knew there was
M,
a song. Oh.
and there is. But
Yes.
Sierra did a Glamour article. She did a photo shoot. Every picture was amazing. She's stunning, beautiful. I want to frame every single one.
She does not miss.
She doesn't.
Man.
She's incapable of missing. And I really liked the article. It was really nice. She was interviewed by Hunter Harris, who she's a co-host on this other podcast, Let Me Say This, with this other girl, Peyton Dix. Yeah. But it's really good and it's coming back. But it was a really good article. I really liked it a lot. I thought it was very insightful and very nice.
It was very nice. Um, I loved that they threw shade at Amanda. That
As
was
they
funny.
should.
And it was kind of like the same way you did. They're like they highlighted her Instagram post about like returning to normalcy, and it was like normalcy meaning going to a bar with or something like that. They were just like being
Mm-hmm.
shady, and I was like, yes, this is what we need.
Period.
Not gonna lie, it was long, so I stopped reading, but I opened it and I read some of it.
I read all of it, but it was good. It was about the scandal, of course, but then it was really good, like about Ciara and like her being on reality TV and being a black person on reality TV and the expectations and kind of just like
Hmm.
all of this and that dynamic. And then they talked about KJ as well and Mia.
Aw.
It was really nice. There was one question. It was like, who are you most upset with or feel the most betrayed by? And she did say Amanda, which
Mm.
makes sense. But then fucking some people, Nick and Natalie Vial, they were like, because she said, a guy's a guy. Like, I don't have that much expectations. But Amanda, like, she was like my friend. Like, I championed you. I like went against your own husband for you. So for you to do this, like, what the fuck, basically. And they're like, why is she giving him a pass saying guys are guys? Like, da 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 da. And I'm
Is
like,
that
that's
what she
not the
said?
point.
That's not even what she fucking said.
Yeah. Like, by guy's a guy, it's not negating him. It's simply just saying, I don't have expectations of him because also he's done me dirty before. So, like, it's
Literally,
not a
he's
shock. Amanda's a
we're
shock.
it is. It is. And yeah, I was talking to somebody about this. Like friendships, like when friendships end or when friendships don't work or when friendships are betrayed, it's like, bro, we owe each other close to nothing. Like in a
Hmm.
relationship, there's so much, there's like, there's a lot of strings,
Yeah.
right? Friendship is flexible and flimsy. We're friends, right? It's like it's kind of supposed to be the easiest thing we can be. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So when it
Supposed
doesn't
to be.
work, or when you betray me, or when we like just can't be friends, I get that some people are, just not compatible or whatever, but
Hmm.
this is insane. Like
This
you
is
knew this
crazy.
girl for several years. She, like she said, she supported you. And we're watching it in real time, her being supportive of you. How
Hmm.
fucking dare you, Nick Vial? I hate that guy. Oh my God. I don't understand how after all of this, he could watch her and still have shit to say about her. Like, he just wants to hate. He's insistent on hating her. And he just wants to find a narrative that allows him to keep hating on her. And he doesn't ever notice the ones where she doesn't deserve it. Like how you pointed out a couple weeks ago, they had that very important conversation about race and they don't mention it at all. Oh my
Mm-mm.
God, he sucks.
And he tried to say a couple weeks ago something about how he did it behind a paywall, though. So I didn't hear about it until later. I ain't paying him. But somebody talked about it on like TikTok or something. And then he kind of talked about it on his next episode that wasn't paid. But it was like, he was like, Sierra's not hurt because she cares about Wes. She's hurt because her ego was affected or something like that. And it was just like, like he really can't let her have any emotions, anything, and he
He's not
hates
allowed.
that she's getting support and is getting the
Yeah.
Ariana Madix treatment and like is being uplifted. I know he hates it. It
Oh yeah.
grinds his gears. And guess what, Nick? Too bad. Too late,
Literally. Too late.
bitch.
And it's very telling. Like you are so bothered by this person who you don't know, who's just living their life. Like you're so bothered because you are so racist. Oh my
Oh.
God. Like what the fuck is wrong? Like come on. There's the girl literally does close to nothing and you still find a reason to hate her?
Mm-hmm. And
Ew.
also, fuck you and your wife because you tried to say that article was only about Amanda and Wes, but clearly you didn't fucking read it because it was a lie, as we had said. And I'm glad that their co-hosts actually pushed back when they tried to say that shit. So shout out to you. I forget your name, but you're blonde
I
and
mean, I
good
feel
for you.
bad for. I feel like his wife does it sometimes, but the fact that she was talking about shit about Sierra, then I don't care anymore. But like, they actively like talk. Like, I feel like sometimes they go against him, but it just doesn't matter. Like their voice doesn't matter. So
Well,
I wish
no,
for
he
both of
doesn't.
you.
Yeah. Oh,
to
sorry, you
be on
go.
a platform where somebody actually gives a fuck about your opinions. Maybe not him. He
No,
could
but for
sit by
real.
himself. I mean, he basically does.
I
It's
mean,
as
at
if you're
that
not
point,
there.
he doesn't like it when you disagree with him. He will fight you tooth and nail. One co-host, her name's Ciara, and she was just saying how she doesn't have empathy for Amanda. And he just kept going on and on about how he does and trying to convince her to. And she's just like, that's great for you, but I don't.
Period.
Stand on it. So
Somebody
fuck
needs to.
them. And his new podcast artwork sucks. It's like him and his wife, and they're just like smiling weird, and he's sitting down and she's like on her knees. It's weird. Fucking freaks. Anyways, so but shout out to Ciara and her Glamour article. It was amazing. Also, shout out her and Ariana Madix just did an ad for Sonic. And it was
Really?
amazing. Yep, they look so good. And it was
Aww.
funny. They were like drinking something from Sonic. And Ariana's like, how are you doing? Like, is anything going on? And Sierra's like, not really. And she's like, okay. I
Period.
thought things are going on online. And she's like, no, I think we're good. And she's like, period. And I'm like, yes.
I love
Uh,
that. Yes, queen.
and on top of that, the reunion film today.
Anybody post anything or say anything?
Andy just posted because it's over now, but it started earlier today, like maybe around like 11 or noon. And he was like, it's one of the like, I don't know if he said craziest reunions or like intense reunions, something like that. Yeah,
So
he
that
said one
means
of the
it
most
sucked.
intense. Well, that's the worrying part. But he said they asked every question. So we'll see. But I'll go over just the seating chart briefly.
Ooh, yes.
Um, because I was pretty happy with the seating chart. I think they got it right for the most part. There's maybe a small change I would maybe make, but other than that. Okay, so say you're looking at it, and so you're looking at it, Andy's there. To Andy's right is Amanda, West, Carl, Jesse, KJ, Dara, and Levi. Levi got an invite. Justice for Levi. I'm glad she made the cut.
Amanda West?
Mm-hmm.
Jesse?
Carl, then Jesse.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Why are
I
you
guess
surprised
they
about Amanda and West being next to each other?
I mean like it's I guess they need to, but like damn.
I know, it gets you the second seat to be awful.
Right.
Ugh.
Like and they're front and center because I mean they have questions for them. They're not
Mhm,
even gonna pretend that we don't know about all the shit that happened. They're like sit next to each other.
mhm.
Sit next to your boyfriend, Amanda.
Mandy. Well, with that, to Andy's left, Sierra first
Sierra.
seat, Kyle, Lindsay,
Sierra
Mia,
Kyle.
Bailey, and Ben.
Hmm.
Now, I would have
What?
maybe switched Mia and Lindsay,
Thank you. I was about to say that.
but it seems as though they're pushing the OGs more towards Andy's and the newbies, so I get it regardless.
Yeah.
But one change I would have made that I saw someone say on Threads is I would have actually switched just a quick switch of Bailey and Ben and KJ and Dara to put KJ and Dara on Sierra and Mia's side. To me, that would have made more sense. And then I would have switched Levi and Ben so that Levi was next to Bailey. But regardless, I mean, I think they did a decent job and I don't have any qualms with this seating. It makes sense. And
Like,
there's so many of them. Like,
yeah.
what can you do?
The people of interest are front and center.
Yeah.
Sierra Kyle against Amanda and West. Ding ding ding. Round one. Like, let's go. Put your
Uh,
gloves on.
I'm ready for it. It's gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be, if it's gonna feel far, but we're gonna get the reunion in like a month because the finale is supposed to be May 19th. And then so after that, whatever it would be, May 26th
This is
will
gonna
be.
take forever.
I know, but we'll get through. But in the meantime, y'all, let's get into this episode.
We should
Let's,
watch the reunion live on Sunday.
period.
Or
Sunday.
doesn't it drop on Sunday? What time? What day does the show
Oh,
come out? Monday?
Tuesday.
It comes out on Tuesday. Oh,
Are you confusing yourself?
yes. We don't I thought we didn't watch it live.
We don't. We watch it on Wednesdays.
We do.
With that being said, if you join our Patreon at the Shade of It All, we watch Summer House every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We watch it on Peacock. So it's super
Oh,
fun.
cause
It's only three
yeah, that makes
dollars.
sense. Only three
Yes,
dollars.
you should join.
I will be there. I just don't know when it happens.
She will be there though, so have no fear.
Why did I think
Um,
Potomac dropped on Sundays, didn't it?
it did, and then we watched it on Mondays.
Okay.
So with that, episode 12 of Summer House. What did you think of this episode?
Meh. And then also like it was like kind of meh because none of this matters, you know. That's like the bottom line of everything. But man, it was a hard fucking watch for
It
Ciara. It
was.
was hard to watch Ciara and honestly Mia. Our girls were going through it this
They
episode.
were.
And it was just a hard watch knowing what we know now. And
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, it would have been hard even without knowing, but it's worse. You know what I mean? What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was good. It was very emotionally charged, but I do agree. It's just like we're viewing it through this other lens. And I see hear some people talk about like, oh, we can't have an honest opinion. Or this one podcast was saying that they couldn't have an honest opinion about it because of what they know now or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It's like, but it's like, and the other co-host was kind of fighting back, just being like, well, it would be an honest opinion because regardless of like it, like knowing what we know now, we now have context and we're
Mm-hmm.
able to really accurately say it. And I'm so sick of the people who are just like, oh, well, what would we think had we not known this? Or like, I would have thought this had we not known this. Like, let's take this out. It's like, we can't.
We can't.
And ifs and buts were candy and nuts and whatever the fuck the rest of that saying is. We can't. Too
We
late.
can't.
We
Too
know what we
late.
know. So it is what it is. It
Let's
actually
just
just more
embrace the
so
whole reality.
exactly. It informs our viewership of it and lets us view it through a more educated lens, I would say.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So
Couldn't have said it better myself.
period. So starting with that, the house gremlin, Amanda, consoles Ciara.
The show started and I said, ew. Ew. Don't touch her.
Leave her alone. Unhand her, you beast.
Unhand her. Get your
Uh,
grubby paws off of her. It's like, and it's not even a good hug. Amanda, see, when Ciara comforts people, she gets next to them so that she can properly like hold them, console them. Amanda's doing like this gross half hug across the bed to try to comfort Ciara. Mia did it too, but she can because she's not a gremlin.
period.
And I was like, yeah, this girl comforting you now
Mhm.
just to be awful in a couple weeks.
When Amanda's consoling Ciara too, she's all like, oh, like you're seen, I see you, I'll always see you, and like all this shit, and just I love you and I respect you, and you don't get the respect you deserve. I saw what you did, but it didn't catch on the mic. LOL. Maggie stuck her tongue out.
I
Um,
blew a raspberry.
oh yeah, that is what the saying is. But it's really just like Nightmare on Elm Street with this. Like it's truly just like the villain's just like, I will always look out for you. Just hug me. Do, 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 do. And it's just like, ew, get away. Like I can't. And it's just despicable because Ciara goes to cry and it's just like, I need a shower. And then Amanda twerks and it's like, please get a life. Um, and it's just unfortunate, like
It
watching
is.
this. Like it's scary. It's very Raquel and Ariana vibes. Just saying.
It's so weird how this has happened again.
hmm They all go out for Kyle's DJ night, and Ben yells at Sabrina to get ready. He's like, will you get fucking ready already? Imagine when we have kids. I'm like, okay, Ben, I've defended you one too many times because you haven't yelled before, but now you are getting to a yelling place, and I'm kind of just over it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we were joking before, like Ben runs a strict program, but now I'm like, I think he has a temper a little bit. I'm not saying he yelled at Bailey. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that like he gets kind of like irritated quick. And
hmm
he's a little aggressive with now we see him doing it with minor things, right? Like last week it was like I was having a thoughtful moment with you. Don't cut me out. Don't laugh at me. And now it's like yelling at the girl to hurry up. Like
Put on your other choker already. Gosh, Sabrina.
Re-
It's like, please
Relax, Ben.
get a grip.
Damn.
He wants a megaphone so bad. So he could just be like, everyone get in line, listen to me. Uh they go out, they all have a good time, which is good. The next day, Mia wakes up and she keeps dreaming about her mom. And she talks to us about that. And it's just really sad. And I feel so bad for her. Um, but we will see later her talk to the medium, where it's also sad, but it does feel as though she gets some closure and revelations, which is
Yes.
good. Um, Dara tells Ciara and Mia that West was really drunk the night before and all he could talk about was Ciara. And Ciara's just like, I'm like, we start to see how Ciara is just over like being upset and like putting
Yeah.
up this front. Like she just wants to be good, but she doesn't know how to be good with him.
Yeah.
And the answer is you can't be good with him because he's a dirty sweatbox dog.
Hmm.
But alas, you'll learn it.
Alas, we'll
Mm.
figure it out.
So Wes goes to apologize to Ciara, one of three. Um, and he does that thing where it's just like, I don't know how the fuck he talks, but he's just like, I just want to say that I like apologize and like I never meant to like do that to you. And I'm just like, I'm really like upset and like I'm bummed out. And Emily Hanks pointed this out on Threads. Shout out to her, where she said West always centers himself in these apologies. It's always
Hmm.
about how he feels and all
Hmm.
this. And it's like, I feel so bad for you, West, that you're upset that you did something to hurt somebody and now they're hurt.
Right.
It must be awful for you, West,
Yeah. Yeah.
bitch.
Like, oh, especially because your knee-jerk reaction to all of this was to not be upset. Your knee-jerk reaction was, "Oh, I've been trying to be good. I've been trying to be on my best behavior for years, and blah blah blah. And now you're sorry. A week later, you're sorry. A week or
Mm.
a day later, you're sorry. Like
I don't
last
even know
night,
what we are.
you talked mad shit about her, and now you're like." It wasn't a week, it was a day. But still, like your knee-jerk reaction was to be like, fuck her and her feelings.
And also to raise that, his knee jerk reaction was to see her and say he doesn't care when the girl sat on his lap.
Period. In the moment, he was like, it doesn't matter. Who cares? And then
Hmm.
he said he was like, yeah, I just feel bad ruining, what we had for somebody I didn't even know. Brandon, I thought that he at least knew that girl.
Allegedly not.
You just met her. You were making out with her in front of your ex. For what?
Because he sucks and he wanted to hurt Sierra because he hates Sierra because he's jealous of her.
He's incredibly selfish. It's insane.
He is. And Sierra's just looking at him like trying not to cry, but just annoyed. And it's just like, I don't have anything to give you right now. Like, this is exactly why I said we couldn't be friends. So I just think we shouldn't be friends at this rate. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, I just like don't know how to do that. And like the awkwardness, like, I don't know how to be that way with people and da 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 da. It's like, bitch, shut up. What do you want? You're not willing to and it's not even crazy. The ask is don't make out with someone right in front of me when I'm there after flirting with me all summer. You're asking as if she's like asking you to do like the most outrageous thing in the world. No
Yeah.
one should even ask you to do that. You should just know not to do that. And I'm sorry, he'll say in this episode, I've been doing so good for 2 years. Bitch, two
You
years
haven't.
what? Oh, because you haven't made out with anyone in front of her ever, like a few weekends in the summer when you guys film this show. Great.
Hmm.
Like, what do you mean? Like, as if
Yeah.
that's like such a big ask. Like,
Literally. And that's not even the half of it. Like you did a bunch of other stuff. You went on interviews. You like kind of made it seem like you were maybe giving Jessie permission to date her. Like you've disrespected her in a lot of different ways, Wes. Like
mhm.
this is not the only thing. And yeah, I think
Also,
it's bare minimum to not just be disrespectful is really what she's saying.
right. Like, it's not crazy. And also, off season, you've been seen with every fucking influencer in New York City. like either making out or rumors of you making out or going on dates. So uh,
That's not it. Yeah.
what are you? He's so
Just don't do it in front
stupid.
of her, literally. And then he said something like, I put effort into showing you I care. And I'm like, when? He's literally, his like apologies just suck so much. Like, you're
If
just
you,
standing there lying.
if you have to actively try so hard not to hurt somebody, that lets me know that you instinctually suck
Hmm.
because it shouldn't be that difficult not to hurt somebody you allegedly care about.
Literally.
But you
Like, if you
don't
have
care
like,
about her. You
nope,
hate her
you
because you want to
do.
be her. And you're
Hmm.
resentful of the fact that she's a Bravo darling and you are nothing of the sort. You are the
Nothing of the
Bravo
sort.
dumpster bitch. And I fucking hate you. Period.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
And then, Brandon, isn't it interesting? I don't even know how to talk to Ciara. We haven't talked all summer. And look at you flapping your gums now. Why? Because you know you look bad. Because you know you have to. And this is
Mm-hmm.
so all of this again, you were talking like his apology is about him, and he's literally doing it for himself. Like, this is
Mm-hmm.
not for anybody's benefit but your own. You suck.
I hate him. So he keeps saying he's done everything not to upset her. Oh, yeah, we already talked about that. So then we get Mia meeting with the medium, with her brother.
Yeah, they go home for the weekend
They go
or
home
for
for
the
the
week.
weekend or for the week, yes. And then Mia and her brother, I believe his name was Chris, or was it? Yeah,
Nicholas.
Nick. They meet and Sierra's there as well. It's a medium that Sierra knows because she met her at a retreat in Costa Rica, after Sierra's grandmother died. And so they meet. And, did you believe in mediums before this or anything like that?
Um, Okay, so when it comes to celebrities, I'm like, you could have just did your homework. Granted, I don't know, because the only place I've ever seen them is actually on Bravo shows. I
Right.
think the last one was when, somebody saw a guy do squiggly lines. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know the guy, I forget his name, but I think he's like a well-known celebrity one.
He may have done it for Robin,
I could see that. Okay.
because I remember Robin spoke to a medium.
hmm
But anyway, I actually kind of do believe in mediums.
I do too, I think. I think there's probably some that are like fake and like a
Yes.
scam, but this one seemed legit.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first she's like, "Oh, I see a lady here," and she's saying, "Hi, I'm here." And like at first we're thinking, "Oh, it's the mom," but then she said she gave you a necklace with like an emblem, and they were like, "Oh, that's our grandmother," and she's like, "Oh, I also see another lady." And she's saying like, I'm okay, I can breathe now. And then Mia breaks down because the mom had something to where it was difficult for her to breathe, and it always scared Mia. And she's just crying, and Sierra's there taking notes, and she's crying, and I'm like, this is too much.
I almost cried as well. I was like, dang, if you ever lost somebody, like, it's just the words that the medium shared were so like comforting, you know?
hmm
Um, because didn't she say like her mom was telling her that like she wants her to like be happy and like the dreams that the plans that they made don't stop and all that, and it's
hmm
just like, damn.
Yeah, she's like, I was visiting you in your dreams and
Mm-hmm.
all of this. And then she was like, why did you take a picture of my hands? And she's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I did that because we have the same fingers and I didn't want to forget. And I'm like, that was one of the main things where I was just like, how would the medium know that?
That's so specific.
hmm So it was just, and then like I think the mom had said something like it feels like you're stagnant, like you need to like live life or something like that to that effect, because it's something that's going to get Mia thinking, and we'll learn later on in the episode. But she does say, because Mia was like, I'm kind of upset with my mom when she died because we had a plan that I was going to have a baby, she was going to
Mm-hmm.
move here, and it was going to be us. And then the medium's just like, she says that you're going to have a baby girl, and the plan's still on. And then Mia cries more, and I'm like, it was so tender and so
Yeah.
amazing and such a rare, raw moment
Yeah.
from Bravo, I must
How
say.
it's so nice. Like, getting to know Mia. She's so
Hmm.
vulnerable. She shares so much, and I'm really enjoying like hearing her story. And honestly, just pr proud of her for being so vulnerable and so herself. Like I have really enjoyed her this
Hmm.
season, you know?
I have too, and I love seeing her friendship with Sierra, and Sierra, an angel, truly is just like taking the nose and just like crying and being there for her. I'm just
Hmm.
like, this is such a pure friendship.
It
Like, I want
is
to watch you guys all the time,
literally. You don't find
but
friendship like that.
you don't. So, like, it was very nice to see. And then the episode takes a deep dive because we get Amanda and West at a dog event.
Yes.
And really, there wasn't much to this other than a long hug and a kiss on the cheek. Hello. And then Amanda and Wes talk about Sierra. And Amanda's like, do you know why I like yelled at you? Like, do you remember like why I yelled at you? And he's like, yeah, you yelled at me, I guess. And he's like, yeah, it was just because like the thing is, like, you've been amazing to me, but like you disrespected Sierra. So it was just like it puts me in an awkward position because like you're my boyfriend, but like you're like upsetting my best friend that you're stringing along. And it's just like that puts me in an uncomfortable situation. And he's like, yeah, like I don't know why I did that. Like it just like ruined everything. Like, how do I
Mm-hmm.
fix this? And she's just like, just don't be quiet and take accountability. I hear you guys flirt at night.
Mm-hmm. And then maybe you could flirt with me after, and then maybe we could fuck.
This scene was despicable.
I was like, ew, is this your dynamic?
And
You two
here
are gross.
they are. And here's the
I was
thing.
like, is this where it started?
That part, I'm like, I don't know if they were doing anything during the summer, but feelings definitely were at least caught at some point this summer
I
or
mean,
were
you hear her
developing.
saying it. She's like, we've gotten closer. You've been so supportive. You stood
Mhm.
by me, you know? And then he's like, yeah, I did.
And
I'm
you
a
know what I
bitch.
will
You know
say?
it.
So, okay. So Wes, he went on his podcast and he was like having a pity party for himself and was like, whatever, Amanda's getting a lot of hate directed towards me. And it's just like, shut up. But he said that everyone was single and it didn't start and get serious until February, which one, it got it got serious as soon as it started. Like, what do you mean? Because we know from Brianna Chicken Fry and Dave Portnoy that y'all were doing stuff February 8th at the Super Bowl. Or like around, I don't know if Amanda was at the Super Bowl, but like by that time, y'all were at least a thing to where you were telling your friend Brianna.
Hmm.
So to me, I don't think you would be doing that if it wasn't serious. So that's very early in February. But okay. Jesse was on Watch What Happens Live and he said he was suspecting things around February or late February. But then there was this other plot twist. So a lady named Mia from Southern Hospitality, love her. She was on Watch What Happens Live last night and she had previously went on a date with West like last year at some point. I think it
Hmm.
was in like September or something.
Okay, okay.
Well, I didn't know it was at September. That's kind of because here's the thing. So at BravoCon, she met Amanda, or her and Amanda spoke, and they were talking about West. And Amanda said, "Oh, I pre-gamed with West before your date." And at the time, it was just like, "Oh, that's cool," like thinking they're just friends. And Andy's like, "When was this?" And she was just like, "Well, I went on the date with him in September." So it's kind of just like, why are you pre-gaming with West? It shows like potentially something was going on with them as early as September
Who pre-games before a date?
with their girlfriend.
Yes. Well, maybe that was them being like, "Oh, we're friends." I bet it was like, "Oh yeah, date who? Oh, you're going on a date. Tell me about it. Tell me the
Mm-hmm.
details." Like, "Oh, I'll hang out." I feel like
It's a
that's
little
them being
suspicious.
friendly, extra friendly,
Mm-hmm.
getting real close.
It adds a point of needing clarification. They open the door, and that's an interesting tidbit. Because
Yeah.
why would you, if y'all are just friends, why are you pre-gaming just with her before your? I don't know. It's just
And why are
weird.
you pre-gaming at all before a date? That's weird.
Right. Hmm. So that's an interesting little tidbit. But
Yeah.
so Yeah, Amanda and Wes, they suck. They were at the
Yeah,
dog thing.
he asks her for advice. And she's like, "Well, don't like clam up and stop talking like you normally do. Don't be a weirdo." And he's
Mm,
like, "Okay, solid.
we'll see
Solid
if that
then."
happens. Everyone goes to the Hamptons for the weekend. We learned KJ and Dara are official. And the thing with this is, Sierra and Mia kind of talk to KJ about, just want to make sure you're not moving too fast. And like, just know, like, and Sierra says, like, I'm coming from a perspective that's a little more negative given my experience. But, just know, like, no one's going anywhere. Like, you don't need to rush anything. But, like, I know you're going to do what's best for you. And Mia kind
Hmm.
of shares the same sentiment. And we were talking about, we were just like, well, they're already together. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
I personally didn't think it was too fast. It seems like they were dating for a few weeks and then decided to make it official. I think that's kind of normal. But I
And
think
they
that,
seem pretty inseparable.
yeah, I think maybe the underlying thing is that Sierra's saying is you're not just dating each other like normally, like you're dating each other on TV.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of opinions, a lot of different people involved that you didn't think would be involved. And if it ends, it could end badly or be amplified just because it's on TV. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
something to consider. But alas, though, I've come around. I never disliked Dara, but there was a point I had said on the pod where I was just like, I don't know if I trust her. But I trust her more, and I do like them together, and they're still together to this day. So.
Yeah. Yeah. When we were live, Asia also pointed out that in the last episode, he said that he wasn't ready to make it official. So I guess maybe that's also why they may have been taken aback. I think he said that to Bailey.
Hmm.
Um, so they may be like, what changed so fast? You know?
Yeah. Also Mia's boyfriend Scott is there for the weekend to
Mhm.
visit. So that's nice. We kind of get to meet him a little bit, like kind of briefly. We don't really get to see much of him,
Yeah.
but he's there, which is nice. He's showing up for her.
Hmm.
Um, but Amanda's not going to be there this weekend, and Sierra calls her to see why. And Amanda's just like, I just can't. Like, I can't brush my hair. I can't get out of bed. I can't do anything. And Sierra's just like, well, that's pretty normal. So why aren't you here? Um, But and then we get Amanda's talking head, and she's just like, I think the me and Kyle fighting all summer is catching up to me. So like I just need a break. And it's
And I
just
need
like
to talk to West only.
I need to text Wes secretly.
I need text West.
Uh, but then as Sierra's on FaceTime with Amanda, West walks in and he's there to apologize again. He's like, I'm still pretty bummed. And I'm sorry about everything. And yeah, you can tell whoever you're FaceTiming. And Sarah's just like, okay. And then he walks away, and then her and Amanda are just laughing because it was so awkward.
I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, I just want you to know that I'm still sorry. Like, I still am upset that I'm still sorry about you.
Thanks. Wow. I'm so glad it took you a week to come up with that apology.
And again, so much for not being able to talk. You talk when it's beneficial to your dumb ass. Like you know it. You didn't make any effort to talk to the girl before, and now you're only doing it to cover your ass, and you look stupid. It's so like obvious that like you have a motive here. I'm glad that she didn't give you the time of day, but then she does. Then she
She
does.
does, because she's just over it. She doesn't want to be in a bad space with him. She doesn't want to keep pretending that she hates him. Like she's like, we just need to talk, like have an actual talk where we air it all out. And it's
Yeah.
just like, I do agree with that at this point. So she asked him if they'll get coffee the next day, and he says yes. Um,
Like a smart man. And of course she has to be the bigger person. You could have asked for coffee instead of being weird and giving these weird non-scripted, horribly written apologies.
that
Uh
part.
but in her confessional, she like you said, she says she doesn't hate him, and I wonder, do you think she hates him now? Like is it now, knowing Sierra and her heart of gold, I want to say the answer is no. I don't actually think she could ever hate him.
It'd be hard
But
not to at this point.
I know, but like she's not a hating person,
Maybe
you
not
know?
hate, but strongly dislike.
Yeah. I think
Like,
now officially she's like, yeah, fuck you.
yeah, I don't think she would ever want to be his friend again.
No,
Like at
no.
this point, like this is because before, with the right apologies and the right discussions, it's something you could move past.
Yes.
And maybe if Wes could articulate himself, they could have moved past it way sooner. Um,
Yes.
but with this one, it's just at this point, it's like, oh no, it's really fuck you. Like you actually don't care about me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but a lot of them, I think all of them go out for the night. And they have fun, and Kyle has a lot of fun. And this is where he realizes that he's having fun because Amanda's not there.
Woo
He's
woo
like, "Oh,
woo.
I can't call my wife a bitch this weekend. I'm having the best time." And Ben's just like, "You've had a rough summer, but that's okay." Did that sound Australian? How did that sound? I feel like I don't know what that sounded like.
A little rough around the edges.
That wasn't great. But he was just like, "Oh, mate, this isn't you. And that's okay. Like, you're going through a bad time."
He was actually encouraging.
He
Well, not
was.
that Ben tends to pick people up when they're down, but
He
and then yell at
does.
them when
This
they're
moment, I wasn't over Ben. I was like, okay, Ben, this was
thanks,
a good
Ben.
moment.
That was nice of you.
Mm. But moving on, it's the next day. And this is where everyone's waking up. It's going to be a boat day. But Sierra and West are going to go early to have their conversation. But before we kind of get Sierra and West conversation, we do see Mia kind of start to realize that she was like, after meeting with the medium, I do feel as though I need to move on and I need to stop being stagnant. I think the main place where I'm stagnant is my relationship. And I had heard that she's single now.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't confirmed it yet. I wonder if she was waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Which, hey, look, I don't think Scott doesn't seem like a bad guy by any means. I don't think, at least. We haven't really seen much of him to determine that. But he doesn't seem terrible. But it does seem like it's just not right for her.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah. It's like he's gone all the time. He's not around her. It's obviously hard. Like even I think he had to leave this morning,
yeah, he could
the
only
morning
stay
of the
one
boat trip.
night.
It's tough. It's really tough.
Hmm. But then we get Sierra and Wes conversation, which was an emotionally raw conversation from Sierra's end. I would say West's end, but honestly, he was low key pissing me off during this conversation because he barely made eye contact, barely talked. But he said more than usual. Here's the thing: had we not known what we know now, I would have been like living for this conversation. It would have been everything to me.
I think Jalissa said the same thing when we were live. Like this would have been so great, but no, no, no.
Yeah. Because Sierra kind of starts it off and she's just like, look, I don't want us to be in this bad place. And she does bring up his article again. And she's like, you know what? Specifically, I think the thing that actually hurt me was you saying that we're not each other's people. Because, like, I considered you my best friend. Like, and I don't do that easily. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wes is just like, I can totally understand that. Like, I said that because I was just getting like attacked online. And I really was just trying to like survive and defend myself. And Sierra's just like, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. I can take accountability for that. And I was just like, Sierra,
You literally have nothing to apologize for.
you are too kind.
Literally, and again, that was all about him. Like people were being mean to me, so I took it out on you. How does that make any fucking sense? How is it like you didn't acknowledge what you did to her? You heard people talking shit about you, and so then you downgrade your relationship with her when you did something to her, which is why they were talking shit about you. How is it her fault? That's your time to reflect on yourself and be like, okay, I fucked up. I fucked her over, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And she's so nice to you that she's gonna apologize anyway, because that's just the girl that she is. And honestly, I'm not even gonna hate her for it. I get it. She has a heart of gold. She can't like help but be a loving person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't deserve it. And she did not need to
No.
apologize.
Right. And he even says, and he confirms what I still think it's true to this day, but he says, oh, it's hard not to resent the person that the internet is kind of talking about you with and saying things about you. And so like he admits to like resenting her. I'm just like, and I think you still fucking do resent her
I think
because you
you
don't
do.
do the shit you do without it. And I'm sure it re-sparks probably every time, like when a trailer drops or when anything drops. Cause I know the internet, they don't stop saying the same shit. So I don't think it
Mm-mm.
ever went away, even if y'all were in a good place or not.
It's worse now.
It's
And
worse
that's your
now.
only fucking fault. And I bet he resents her more. And it's like, resent yourself, dude.
Look in
Resent
the
yourself for
mirror.
being awful. Exactly. It's your fault.
hmm And she's just emotional and she's crying and kind of, he says too about how, I don't regret bringing you to meet my parents or anything, but I can understand how that could like affect you and like the toll it took on you given what happened. And you know what? I see you in that. And then Sierra's just like, that's all I ever wanted was for you to like see me and all this. And I was just like,
He
fuck, he
doesn't
did say
see
the right
shit.
thing, but he doesn't see you, Sierra. He doesn't.
He
Because
doesn't.
here's the thing, this is all sparked because he also says, I wanted to tell you congratulations about your grandparents' house. I probably know that more than anybody there, but I didn't feel like I could say that to you. And that's for all the people trying to say, oh, they barely dated. They weren't that close. Yeah, he seems to say repeatedly they were closer. He was closer to her than anyone in the house, and that like he knows more about her than anyone.
Right.
So
And also, you could have congratulated her about the fucking house, you
that
fucking
part.
idiot. Because here you are, going out of your way to talk to her to give weak ass apologies. Just say, I'm happy about your house. Like, the fuck?
Right.
You could have said something. You chose not to. Um,
Mm.
and then, like, when he was talking about like people resenting him or him resenting her because of what people are saying, she says like, I don't want people talking bad about you. Like, I don't think you're a bad person. And to that I say, and Asia said this when we were live, I'm so sorry, Ciara, he is a bad person. Like, I
He
think now we can say you're a bad person.
He is, because also too, I think one of the main things, it's like he's not apologizing or affected because he truly cares about her deep down and he cares that he hurt her. He
Mm-mm.
doesn't like two things. One, that she's an ex that he's not cool with. Because he said earlier in the season, I'm cool with all my exes. I don't understand people who exes hate each other. And
Mm-hmm.
she's not subscribing to that because she's like rightfully having boundaries and is upset with you. Um, and then the other thing is, he's resentful of the audience reaction and he doesn't want the audience hating him. So, him apologizing and doing all this is so he could be in the audience's good favor, not
Literally.
because, like, oh, like I really care about you and want to make it right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's why he centers himself and his feelings and all of it.
Yep. Jalissa said it while we were live. He wants a pity moment. He wants people to feel bad for him and feel sad for him. It's like, Ariana, thank you guys for being there for Ariana. Suck it up, man. Like, that's what we need James to come out during this moment. Be like, suck
Oh,
it up, West. Like,
you're
turn
one
it
with a
around, man. You're
mullet.
not the victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a
Oh,
like you're not a victim,
oh,
bro. You literally hurt this girl. And she's literally so nice.
she
And
is
and
such a
honestly,
pure soul.
I don't blame her because you could see that she truly loved him. And when you really did love someone and have a genuine connection with them, it's hard to hate them. Like you give them chances because you do love them. Like I can understand why she behaves the way she does and I will never throw shade on her for having a big heart. Like
Mm-hmm.
I completely get it. I've given people chances who don't deserve it cuz they come to you and they're like I'm sorry and then you're like you want to believe that they're sorry, you want to give them a chance, you want to have compassion and empathy. The problem here is that he has none of those things to give back to you. He can't reciprocate any of the love and care that she gives him.
No, he's incapable. And you want to believe that they won't go and fuck your best friend.
Yeah, at least.
At the very least. Um, but then they get to the point where he's just like, look, I just want our relationship to be whatever you want it to be and whatever boundaries. Like, I could be your best friend tomorrow. And she's like, can we just be best friends again? And then he reaches out his hand. Oh my gosh, I would have fell for this if this didn't happen, I swear. And then she grabs it, says, "Come here." And then they have the longest hug. And honestly, I will say before the hug, there was kind of a chilly moment with the music. And it's just like, he's like, "I like it when we talk." And she smiles and she's like, "I do too." And he's like, "You're smiling. Good." But it's like this haunting music. Like it's almost like, is he a sociopath? Yes. But then they have the hugging moment that they kept the whole hug in and it was long.
They did. She was crying.
Hmm. And then he sits there and he's like, "I didn't think you would make out with Jesse, by the way." And it would
He
have been
wipes away
funny.
one of her tears while he says that
Hmm.
too.
And she's like, "Why did you say you didn't care?" And he's like, "What should I say?" And she's like, "I don't know, save me." And then they laugh. And I'm like, I can't even enjoy this.
Broke people should never laugh.
You
They're not
broke
broke.
bitch.
They're not broke people, but I really am just like, please
They're
don't. We should
morally
not.
broke.
We should not. He is. We should. He is
Oh,
morally broke.
and
You
Amanda,
should
I
not.
meant, not
Oh, and
Ciara,
Amanda.
by the
Yes,
way. Never Ciara. Ciara is morally rich.
that's who that goes to. But
Yes.
I was like, that's you laughing.
Mm.
Wes trying to make light of the moment. Oh my god. And I didn't see any of this. I didn't see her being friends with him. I didn't see her, and I didn't see their relationship. I didn't watch that season. So I can only imagine what it was for her to feel so strongly towards him and give him so many chances and opportunities to just like be a decent guy.
Hmm.
And it's hard. I think Jalissa said this near the end of the episode. It's hard seeing that they came to a good place and they were in a good place, which also makes sense because you said in February they were posting together. They were at the Super Bowl. That's when we were even speculating that maybe they got back together and
Hmm.
think they were in such a good place that they maybe even slept together, which makes all of this worse.
It really does. And she even said in her Glamour article that he came to her 30th birthday. And they had, it was like a birthday dinner. They had a good talk. They created boundaries where it was just like, okay, maybe we won't like, let's not sleep with anybody in Bravo, which I think makes sense given like when you're with people in Bravo, like it brings up the press and then all of that. So to me, that made sense. And he agreed to it. But he's like, "You didn't say someone from our Bravo show."
Cool.
I hate him.
He's awful.
Yeah, it just makes it that much worse that they actually got to a good place. Because as we see next week with the preview, it seems like they're back to normal. And
Yeah.
Jesse and Amanda is just like, "That's crazy that they're friends again. Like they're flirting." You sound very upset, Amanda.
You too.
Why? So we'll see. But yeah, and then next week, Soft Bar's opening, which is nice. Jump scare Danielle's there.
Ah!
Um,
Ooh.
And then I think something else, but I'm kind of forgetting. I think more Amanda and Kyle shit. That who gives a
I
fuck?
couldn't pay attention to the preview. I was just so flabbergasted that they made up. I was
I
just
know.
like, damn. Because usually when he shows his ass, she's like over it, but she's just so tired of like all of the stuff. And I get it. I get it. I don't again fault her for wanting to make peace with the guy and be friends again. It's just sad knowing what we know.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I'm ready to see this reunion.
Me too.
And she's just on the up and getting so many opportunities and
She
just
is. I love
like
it.
it's all going to work out. And this was a good wake up call for her regarding West. And I think she's finally free from him.
Yes.
So, and she got rid of Amanda, that fucking troll of a friend.
Ciara is super free. She should have a
Yes.
freedom dinner.
Lindsay should throw her a freedom dinner with sandwiches.
Ciara's free. Free of West. Free of Amanda.
And we're all free.
We're all free. Carl's free.
Kyle's free. But with that, I think that was it for today's episode. A very emotional episode, very
Yeah.
important episode, a
Yes.
very heartbreaking episode. But with that, thank you
all
so
those
much.
things at the same time.
All of that. But thank y'all so much for listening. Make sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. You can give us
Yes.
5 stars. And if you leave a review, we love to shout those out.
Yes.
On Spotify, you can also give us 5 stars and you can leave comments on videos. Those are super fun to interact with. If you want to see our beautiful faces, instead of just listening to our beautiful voices, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Shade of It All Podcast. We post clips on TikTok at the Shade of It All Podcast. And as we mentioned before, we have our Patreon at the Shade of It All, where you can watch shows live with us every week for only $3 a month. Like we said, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're watching the episode of Summer House from that week. So it's super fun. But with that being said, thank you all so much, and we'll talk to you all next time. Bye.
Bye.